What's the best way to get to know someone? Good old-fashioned conversation.
That's what residents in Rochester were participating in tonight as part of the Human Library. Members of the community sitting down with human books, people from all walks of life to learn their stories.
KIMT News 3's Isabella Vasco sat down with some books and has some excerpts to share. Isabella?
Katie and George, one thing that we all share as humans is one thing: trying to make our way in a world that isn't always kind or understanding. And tonight, the Rochester community shared their experiences on what it means to be human. These are the sounds of conversations shared in an intimate setting. One-on-one, these human books are making their words resonate with people eager to listen to stories of perseverance and survival, like Sarah Bjorns.
I was 34 years old when I had the stroke.
And the effects were devastating.
Well, the thing that affected me the most was my ability to not speak.
Now, vocalizing her recovery process has been therapeutic for this woman of wisdom.
I hope that my story gives others the ambition and the hope to get through whatever they need to get through.
Kimberly Edson helped coordinate the Human Library and says conversations in these kinds of settings are how people can foster empathy with each other.
Once you walk a mile in another person's shoes, it's much easier to understand a little bit about where they're coming from.
Changing the world one book, one story, one step at a time. As for Sarah Bjorn's recovery, she is now working with a massage therapist to work on her right hand. Reporting live in downtown Rochester, Isabella Basco, KIMT News 3.
Thanks, Isabella.
Good reads indeed. 14 human books sharing their stories this evening. Students in North Iowa are participating in an effort to improve safety all around their school. Students from a government class at Newman Catholic High took part in a series of walking audits with Mason City and the Cerro Gordo County Department of Public Health. The goal, to show what spots the city could improve when it comes to walkability, safety. Blake Pang was one of the students out for a walk today. He says it's an eye-opening experience.
Normally, because I drive to school, so I don't really notice all that's really wrong with it, but when you really get outside and walk and try to go on the trails, you realize how it's really difficult, actually.
Ultimately, students will present recommendations to the City Council.
Well, they've dribbled, jumped, and